What's good? What's good? I'm back. Yours truly, the one and only Paul Pickett, host of the Paul Pickett Podcast, aka Triple P, aka the Common Sense Podcast, your source for music, sports, politics, world events, and much, much more. Today, I'm going to react to a video, Fat Joe, Papoose, and 50 Cent defending Eminem after Melle Mel's criticism. But before we do that, I want to give you a word from Dizzle.
Me and my team, whenever we link up, they gotta be drink up. We still gotta relax and have few glasses when there's things to think about. Like I'm nice with the bars when I tend to the bars and I'm not talking drink ups. So tell the bartender that's tending the bar to please pass me a big cup up. And tell that waitress is waiting on us to put a little ice in it. Now watch the ice become weightless like the spaceships that I be sitting in. No wait and listen, no, they're waiting for that tropical twist that'll tickle your taste buds. Now taste some. Yo, I insist it's the Dizzle.
That's right, Dizzle. Dizzle's a premium luxury liqueur mixed with agave, tequila, French cognac, and orange liquor mango mix. Throw your Dizzle on ice, and it's nice. If you want to order your very own bottle or bottles of Dizzle premium luxury liqueur, go to DizzleBrand.com, click on our locations. Must be 21 and over. Shipping and handling is included. Below that is locations in California, Oklahoma, Kansas, and Arkansas as well. Don't forget the Dizzle brand merch available on DizzleBrand.com and Etsy.com. Just search Dizzle Brand on Etsy.com or go to Etsy.com/shop/Dizzle Brand. That's Etsy.com/shop/Dizzle Brand. All right, let's get into it.
And Papoose defend Eminem after Melle Mel's criticism. Hey, what's up? I'm A-Dub, and check this out. So Fat Joe and Papoose may hold Melle Mel in high regard, but they don't agree with his recent criticism of Eminem. Melle Mel questions Slim Shady's number 5 ranking on Billboard.
All right, so let me look at this list. They got Jay-Z number 1. They got Kendrick number 2. Looks like Nas number 3. Pac number 4. And Eminem number 5, Biggie number 6, Wayne number 7, Drake number 8, Snoop number 9, and I can't even see who that female is. I'm guessing that's Nicki at number 10. Now who do they got Nicki over? They got Nicki over LL Cool J and Rakim. And Ice Cube, and who is this right here? I can't tell who that is. I don't know about that. They got Nicki over J. Cole. I'm gonna tell you right now, Nicki's bigger than Cole, but her fan base is not as loyal. I don't know if I'd have her in the top 10. And I want to see this closer. I would put her over Rakim and LL Cool J. No way, no how. But I put Nicki Minaj over Rakim and LL. So Jay-Z number 1. I don't know what they're going off of. They're going off of talent and success. I definitely don't agree with this list. I don't agree with this list. But let's keep it moving.
Top 50 greatest rappers of all time list during an interview with The Art of Dialogue last week, arguing he's only considered a top-tier rapper because he's white.
What you think about Eminem being at number 5 on the Billboard Top 50 Rappers of All Time list?
Obviously, he's a capable rapper. If you was talking about sales, he sold more than everybody. If you're talking about rhyme style, okay, he got a rhyme style.
So you mean to tell me the cat that sold more than everybody doesn't deserve to be in the top 5? Top 5. I mean, he's definitely the top 5 greatest of all time. Do I think he's one of the top 5 best rappers of all time? No, I would say Nas, Biggie, Black Thought, Busta Rhymes, and probably Tupac. He's definitely got to be in the. That's the thing. Like this idea that he's in the top 5 all time just because he's white when he sold more than everybody. He could argue that he should be number one. He could argue. I wouldn't argue that, but let's keep it moving.
But he's white. He's white. So now, if Eminem was just another nigga like all the rest of us, would he be top 5 on that list?
Okay, this is where Melle Mel contradicts his whole shit. He contradicts his whole argument because there's the cat that is number 4 is the cat that Eminem outsold for records, which is Tupac. So are we supposed to say the same thing for Tupac? You know, like this. I remember being at McDonald's in Myrtle Beach when I was like 18, 19 years old. And I remember like parents pulling up playing Eminem in a car, like 30, 40-year-old white parents playing Eminem in a car. I can tell you right now, I didn't see a lot of 30, 40-year-old white parents playing any other hip-hop artist. So, you know, whether he was white or not, this dude had an impact. He had an impact. And all due respect, all those artists that they, like Kendrick Lamar at number 2 has to be on that list simply because he has a shit ton of white fans. Kendrick Lamar probably has more white fans than fucking anybody in hip hop. J. Cole has a shit ton of white fans. Yeah, like, come on, man, Melle Mel, you know better than this. You know, when cats always make this white man in hip hop argument, I give them 2 words: Rick Rubin, and I give them 2 more words: Beastie Boys. Let's keep it moving.
When a nigga that can rhyme just as good as him is 35, that had records and all that.
Pump the brakes. All due respect, most of the people on that list of top 50 can't rhyme as good as Eminem. All due respect, I love Snoop Dogg, but he can't rhyme as good as Eminem. Nicki Minaj top 10 can't rhyme nowhere near as good as Eminem. There's a lot of people in that list that can't rhyme like Eminem. Like, Eminem can do what they do, and they can't do what he does. Let's keep it moving.
35. He's white. So now you could be, anybody could be as mad as they could feel how they want to feel. If they don't think that race plays a part in the equation of how great he is. I heard one of the dudes that's down with him, Royce the 6'9", or Roy, one of them, that I heard he.
Okay, and this is another thing that goes to discredit anything that Melle Mel's just saying. He don't even fucking know Royce's name. Like, I don't even want to hear you talking just because you're like one of the guys at the forefront of hip hop way back in the days. If you are still not tuned into the culture, then shut the fuck up, man. Shut the fuck up. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about anymore. You might have known what you're talking about in the fucking 80s, but you don't know what you're talking about no more when you're talking about Royce the 6'9". Get 6'9". How many rappers are fucking 6'9"? Man, get the fuck out of here, man. Melle Mel, man.
Just as good as Eminem. Why ain't he as big as Eminem? Because he black. That ain't.
Okay, and that's horseshit. That's horseshit. Why isn't he big as Eminem? First of all, Royce the 5'9" works with a more underground of a sound. His sound is way more underground. He chooses to have more of an underground sound. He works with primarily underground artists. Royce the 5'9" didn't have Dr. Dre produce his album. How about that? You know, like, that's a big part of it. When everything Dr. Dre touches is good, and everybody Dr. Dre finds is great. Let's keep it moving.
It ain't none of that shit hard to figure out. Eminem gets a top spot because he's white.
Chewing over his comments on Instagram Live.
But it has nothing to do with that he sold more records than everybody in hip hop. It has nothing to do with that he's literally put in his work and battle rap his way to the top. It has nothing to do with that he's had as good as longevity as anybody could ask for, in hip hop. It has nothing to do with that he's revered as one of the greatest of all time in the community, in the hip hop community, the hip hop culture. I mean, it has not, that's the thing. Like, I don't even like late Marshall. I don't like the old Eminem. Like, I like Slim Shady. Once he left Dr. Dre, I wasn't too big on a lot of the stuff he was putting out. And that's simply because I'm not a big fan of his production choice. But he takes this production that I don't even really like and still gets the fans to go crazy. Rap God, like Melle Mel talking about everybody can do it. I haven't seen too many people do a song like Rap God. Maybe a Busta Rhymes could do it, a Joyner Lucas, a very few cats. This idea that a shit ton of cats could do what Eminem does is complete horseshit, complete bullshit. I don't give a fuck how great Melle Mel is. He's spewing horseshit and nonsense. And let's let Fat Joe and Papoose take it over.
On Monday, Fat Joe and Papoose respectfully disagree with Melle Mel, claiming that Eminem's lyrical talents are undisputed regardless of his
I'm
race.
going to disagree.
I disagree. I disagree with that, because even though Eminem is Caucasian, you know what I'm saying, we can't act like we don't, obvious to a duck. You cannot front on his skill set, man.
No way.
You can't deny that skill set, man. Nah. You could put that skill set on any nationality. I don't care what race.
And we don't, in fact, we don't want to make this so much a race thing, even though it is a race thing. But I was at the slam dunk contest, and I knew I had never seen a white boy dunk like that before. And so, and while he was doing it, I realized my whole life has been based on basketball.
Right.
I never, in human eyes, from every park I've been to, from Brooklyn to Queens to everything,
right,
I never seen a white boy dunk like that, so I knew it was history.
Right.
And
even Jason Williams, well, I don't know if I said his name wrong. I remember White Chocolate. You remember White Chocolate?
White Chocolate, yeah. But
remember
I'm saying,
handle on that boy? What was he doing with a handle like that?
And so, as much as I love and worship Melle Mel, I think he's wrong with this one.
Oh yeah, Joe. Listen, I love Melle Mel. Like I said,
I don't worship Melle Mel. I don't worship no man. Let's keep it moving.
His style, he's the originator of his style. He's amazing lyrically. I still listen to the message and all of his. And I know Melle Mel. Like, I look up to him, man. He's a legend. I could go on and on about the respect that I.
He's probably my icon. He's one of my top.
Yeah, man.
Icons.
Lyrically, dudes are still not touching him. But honestly, that skill set that Eminem, that boy Slim Shady got, you can't, nah, man.
Fat Joe and Papoose aren't the only ones to have reacted to Melle Mel's controversial comments. Eminem's close friend 50 Cent issued a less diplomatic response on Instagram this past weekend, telling his hip-hop forefather to get the F out of here. 50 wrote in a since deleted post saying, "There was more money selling dope than being in hip-hop when Melle Mel was popping. The culture has grown so much. I'm not sure if it would be what it is today without artists like Eminem. I'm not sure I would be who I am without him, but you know it is competitive, so people gonna hate. LOL, F out of here, we sucker free." Chuck D, meanwhile, defended Melle Mel from the backlash by providing a little more context to his comments for younger listeners. He tweeted, "Understand Melle Mel was so dominant over the rest of the pack in the first 5 years of records, it's hard to comprehend for born after MC folk. It's why I call him Wilt Chamberlain, and Wilt had a crate of critiques for the rappers after him, including me. Just let Mel be Wilt, LOL." Eminem has yet to respond to Melle Mel's remarks himself, although he...
Okay, what does that got to do with anything? It's still... Melle Mel's the one that made it a racial issue. And, I'm sitting there tell you, I don't even like later Eminem, but like lyrical skills, impact, rhyming ability. This cat, the way he studies rhyme patterns and things of that nature, Melle Mel's got to pump the brakes. This is pure just hating. And that's the thing, if it's so much that it's because he's white, why is all the other white rappers not revered as much as Eminem? Why is Everlast and Milkbone and Non-Fictions and MC Searches of the world? Why are these cats not revered? You know, Apathy. I mean, whoever you want to name, man. You know, they have not been revered like Eminem. I mean, even Nas said, everybody said Eminem killed Jay-Z on his own shit. Everybody said that. I mean, it's just hate, man. That's all it is. It's just hate. Man, here the last little bit they gotta say.
Did shout him out as one of his musical influences while being inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame last year. But what do you think about what Fat Joe and Papoose had to say about Melle Mel criticizing Eminem? Let us know.
You know what I think? I think some people in hip hop just feel so entitled. You know, I was talking with somebody before, like when people talk about people be stealing the culture vultures, anything like that. And you know, I asked, does anybody own a culture? No one person owns a culture. No group of people own a culture. All you could do is innovate and start a culture and have a shit ton of people follow it or not follow it. That's all. Nobody, you know, it makes me think of the first Iron Man movie. It always sticks in my head when old boy told Jeff Bridges told Tony Starks, you think just because you have an idea that you own it? You think just because you create a culture that you own it? No. You know, the people that I mean, nobody owns the culture. People just embrace it, love it, and follow it or don't follow it. That's it. Nobody gets ownership. It's almost like when Omar from The Wire robbed Marlo, and he said, "Yo, that's my money." He's like, "What?" He said, money ain't got owners. Money just got spenders," which is a fact. Money just got spenders. Ain't nobody owns no money, you know, because quick as it goes into your bank, it leaves out. I'm definitely with 50 Cent on that. Melle Mel need to get the fuck out of here with this shit. I mean, how the fuck you gonna say the number one selling artist of any genre doesn't deserve to be it? Like the way Melle Mel was saying is like he doesn't even deserve to be in the top 50, and he's only there because he's white. You know, Rick Rubin, Beastie Boys. That's all I gotta say about this one. Thank you for tuning in, Paul Pickett Podcast, and I'm out.